Okay, guys, going to review a cardboard box today because it's an IC751A. Have a look at the condition though. I mean, it is in good nick. Box. And if I was just selling a box, I suppose, we'd get full points. But this is a good one. Let me show you why. Inside it was another box, and it's the ICEX203. Try and find one of these. I am being very serious here. You find me a second one, and I will give you one of our monthly prizes free of charge, because they're hard to find. They really are. Anyway, this particular unit, box, books, everything, foams, covers. Look, I know this unit intimately, and it is a beautiful unit. Let me show you anyway. We'll pull it out. Okay, it's been a stressful weekend. It's been a stressful day, but this radio has gone completely right. Thank goodness. It hasn't quite been that sort of day, and unfortunately, we get days like that. But it was really weekend followed by a day. But we're getting there. Look, we had 6 visitors on Saturday, and a number of them Sunday. Then I had to pop down Sunday to meet with a mate of mine to drop off a radio there too. So we've been the conventional radio sort of dealer, even though we're retired and not supposed to be doing anything at the moment. But yeah, and today, oh my goodness, getting shipments out, we're always trying to meet the day's shipments. And I had a box of them. You'll see I'll put on Facebook. There's a photo of them. Actually, I haven't put it up yet. Good point. You won't see it yet. You will. It's just showing you what I did on a Sunday afternoon, just in shipments, in between customers, in between taking radios down. Had a mate of mine next there, really good mate, who was good to catch up with for an hour down at the general store. And Greg's a great mate, and bought a beautiful radio off me. I won't disclose what he's bought because he may not want you to know. And some people might work out who Greg is because obviously he lives a bit closer to me. But he's a really, really good guy. Comes from the computer trade, to be honest. But if you knew his radio collection intimately like I do, this man's got as many as I have. He's crazy. We're both mental. Anyway, all right. So I suppose instead of me carrying on about the last 48 to 72 hours, let's talk about this 751A. So with this radio comes a book that looks like it's absolutely like brand new as well. Some people do look after their gear extremely well, and this is a good example of it. This is the Icom IC751A. Now, I'm not going to try and kid you. This radio is not a new radio by any way, shape or form. By the same token, it's a very individual design. The receiver, transmitter stage. Look, Icom really went to work on these, and they're a lovely radio, and you got a lot for your money. Now, this one's got all filters fitted. It's a full complement. Obviously, it's got the CW board that we were looking at just before, the ICEX203. And, look, they don't get more fully loaded than this. And this chap's had a choice whether he wanted power supply or not. Just so you know, we've got a number of ICPS 35s that we've had for years. We bought a lot of them going back a while ago. We offer the clients, sort of the PC35 if they want to put inside. He's got a supply ready to go for this, so, wasn't interested in that, and that was okay. But this, as I said to him, this is a unique find. I've got 2 or 3 of these sitting around the place. I don't have one as fully loaded as this. This is fully loaded. My darling wife just bought me a cup of tea. She can hear I'm a bit hoarse, and I think she was sick of listening to me. But that's better. So when whether you're a CW man or a sideband man, this was a really, really nice radio. It complemented itself in the fact, back in the day, being all mode, being, sort of, and see, this is back in the days when, you had a ham general switch, and basically on the screen there, this allowed you to go in, 1 meg increments, etc. Actually, I won't go crazy right now. I'm going to do some receive tests of that. But basically, you can go on 1 meg steps, or you could just sort of hop through your ham bands, and I can do that very easily. So basically, if you go through the bands, see how we're just going through the WARC band and normal bands there, like so. Bang. If we go into ham mode, of course, then we go into 1 meg modes like we're doing just there. So most people, honestly don't come out of ham mode very often because of the fact that they're generally just using a bit of ham radio, etc., etc. I'm going to go back up to where our receiver test is. I've got this thing set up. Look at the screens, dying. Very good mate sending me down to 2670, and I'm so happy he's doing that. I'll be so glad to get it. It's going to be a godsend. All right, so we're putting a bit of signal in there, obviously there, but let's see if we can take that signal down a bit. And hang on, just bring that volume up. Wow, that is minus 120 dBm. And 0.2 of a microvolt, and that's still hearing it. I would call that noise free. I told you these receivers are good. It's a lot to be said against SDR when you start looking at some of these older units. They really do. They do well. Yeah, that's certainly good. Okay, all right. So we've got lots of receiver sensitivity, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh boy, we've got some power too. 1, 2, over 100 watts there. We're on the 200 watt scale on the top layer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. That is really punching away. Let's have a look on the RF meter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? The RF meter is showing exactly what the PEP meter is showing, which is it's getting over that 100 watt mark there too. So these things, they were a heavy duty output stage on these, and a lot of people did the little venting mod on them as well, and this one's been done, and just allowed that RF stage to cool a little bit faster. But yeah, look, lovely radio. They're just a piece of history that really. One of the things that we do check, just to be very sure, is that we pull the cover off. Any of the older Icom series, we pull the cover off and we check that backup battery. Now, the good news about the 751A, if you were to ever hit a brick wall with the micro, etc., for under $100 now, there's a drop-in board to fix it. And many people thought their 751As were dead. I've got another one here that it's in this room here somewhere. Hang on. Oh, there. Now, that one there, that actually... that needs a prom board in it, and what you'll do is you'll go in, you'll take the bottom cover of the radio off. Actually, I'll show you in the books just as easily. I'm not pulling the screws out. Here we go. So in the book here, that little board there, got to be careful. Yeah, if the battery on those goes really low, it can be that you can lose some of the ROM, and basically you'll pull them out, put another one in, etc., etc. Number of radios that had this issue, and some of them only lost memories. Wasn't so bad. I'm just trying to remember now if the 751A suffered to the same degree as the 765. The 765 you had, and 761 you had to replace that whole replacement board. Yeah, let me just double check that. The 751A may have only just been the memories that it backed up, and may not have suffered that same 765 problem. I may be getting a bit confused there. But anyway, no matter what, I always go through and I check for as long as I can see 3.1, 3.2 volts on the battery. Yeah, it's good. And this one actually had its battery replaced at around about the what was the receipt? 2012 that I saw for it. So it's had and actually I noticed they replaced it with an Icom battery. So it went back to Icom to have the battery done, and that's probably why it's still registering so high. That being said, I like to say that batteries generally, 10 years is always a bit conservative, but at the 15-year mark, yeah, you probably want to start, keeping an eye on it and just making sure and see if it's giving you any trouble. But look, let me just run an antenna through to this because it's such a good radio. I wouldn't want to show it to you without showing it on air. Okay, just on 40 metres. Let's have a look. Bit of noise out there.
There's 7 palm trees around the equator this afternoon, and it's all looking pretty good.
A little bit noisy. She's certainly a noisy day out there. Oops, sorry.
Anyway, there we are. Cookie had a nice little so-called
Notch filter.
sitting in the sun, and
You can eliminate a lot of that noise with the notch. It's nice.
I reckon that was very civilised. That's how life should be. And
Just seeing who's around the band, but VK4 Mike Echo, VK3 Charlie Mike, just doing a test on a 751A Icom. VK3 Charlie Mike. Bloody noisy day though. Oh. Oh, it might be in a bit of a line here, guys. Hang on. What a noisy day. Yeah, VK4 Mike Echo, VK3 Charlie Mike. And g'day Mick as well. Good to hear you, mate, Mr. CMW. Just doing a video on a IC751A. Beautiful, beautiful barn find radio, this one. But very good afternoon. I'm just a quick sort of call in to say g'day. But thanks very much for the test. VK4 Mike Echo, VK3 Charlie Mike.
Yeah, VK3 Charlie Mike, VK4 Mike Echo. Thank you very much for the contact. And we're situated at the Amoomba Box site in Devonport. The 82nd anniversary of the crater sitting here, right alongside of the vessel. And we appreciate the contact. Really do. And and Nick, catch up with you as well. Okay.
Fantastic.
You were 5'9", you're a good 5'9" into the bomb site.
Actually, same here. Whoops.
VK4B in Amoomba.
Oh, fantastic. And you actually came over the 9 on that last over, so a little bit over the 9, so really good. Beautiful signal. We've got a bit of a noisy day down here in Tangam, Balanga. I don't know, not sure what we did wrong today, but we've copped the noise. But anyway, all right, 73s to you. Have a good one. Enjoy the activation. All the best.
Appreciate the contact from down there. I can tell you what, Tangam, Balanga. Yes, I had fond memories of Wodonga, Albury, Big Ben, Steve. I'm not supposed to move, but I'm moving to Campbell to get away from the cold. 73, VK3 Charlie Mike, VK4 Mike Echo.
73s, we've still got lots of cold down here for you. 73s.
Cheers, mate.
Unreal. That's good. That's really good. And sometimes, you work sort of different special event stations, and that's a lot of fun. Yeah, look, love this radio. If we weren't starting to sort of cut back a bit, these sort of clean ones, they're the ones you sort of want to hang on to. I'll tell you the story in a second. We're on the wrong antenna for that. That's not going to work. No. Sorry, I've just realised I'm on very much a 40-metre lone antenna, and we're not going to do too well. I might just sort of say, well, hey, fantastic. That's that's done a lot, and extremely well actually. I was just going to see what else is around the band there, but some stronger signals there. Anyway, I could sit here playing around with this radio for the next half an hour, which would not make for a good video. But let me tell you the quick story behind this radio. It's a bit of an interesting one. Now, if I told you the radio price of this and what it sold for, you would go, well, why? It's fully loaded, it's like new in the box. It's, you know, sort of, although I never call anything like new in the box. There's always something on it, isn't there? There's always a mark somewhere or something. But this is to someone who's a bit special. I'll tell you why. I won't give any call signs or anything, but Maury's a good mate of mine, and I sent Maury a radio quite a few months back, and you know, this is just an upgrade that he's doing, and that's fantastic. But the reason he's getting probably a little bit more consideration, when I sent Maury my last radio that I sent up to him, without meaning to, well, let's just say, for a good week, we had been searching for my wedding ring. Now, as I've gone through this weight loss thing, it's amazing, but you lose a lot of weight off your fingers, and this has been resized now, so that actually, you know, it's back to how it should be. But it was forever flicking off my finger anyway. Then I finally lost it, and I thought, oh, you're joking. Anyway, I get a phone call from Maury. Mate, got the radio, really happy, blah, blah, blah. Hey, that's what we want, definitely, you know, happy, satisfied, blah, blah, blah. He said, what's with the gold plating? And I said, what? He said, well, we don't normally get gold with our radios. And I said, no, not normally sending out. I own a bit of gold, but no, not normally sending it out with customers. And he said, well, I've got one that's got some inscription on the in the, you know, the underside of it. And I suddenly clicked, and I went, you're joking. I've been packing his box to send his radio. The ring's come off my finger, and it's just, you know, literally flicked off my finger. And it's got posted to another state of Australia without giving too much away. So Maury was nice enough to send my ring back, and I still, to this day, have my wedding ring, which is, you know, I had resized, and after losing 40 kilos, you lose quite a bit of hand weight, believe it or not. So there you go. So anyway, I felt that his next radio, I wanted to do something a bit special, and this definitely, you know, is something that I think, I won't go into what Maury's paid for it or anything, but trust me, we get quite a few $100 more for it normally, especially being, you know, box books and all the extras, you know, fitted to it. They're just, you don't find them, but couldn't go to a better home. So thanks very much, Maury. Appreciate my wedding ring, because, you know, I wear it every day, and I remember you every day, because I sort of think I wouldn't have it. It wasn't the money either. I could buy another wedding ring, but, you know, it wasn't going to be the same wedding ring. And so there you go. There's my wedding ring story. And just remember, if you're on a bit of a weight loss journey, resize your rings before you lose them like I did. All right, guys, 73s. Look, this beautiful radio. And Maury, I hope you have it for many years and it serves you well. Certainly, it's a nice one. 73s from VK3 Charlie Mike. This is the Icom IC751A. Beautiful radio. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and keep us moving forward, which has been moving forward well. So thank you. Really appreciate those that are doing it. We've got to get together on these new draws we're doing too. I'm sorry, I have a release of a radio, and the company in America has just said not to release the video, and I've done the video, but they want us all to release the videos on the same day. But there's some announcements coming, so get ready for those announcements. This one I actually thought was a very, very nice radio, and I have given you a hint in another video that I wasn't supposed to do which one that was. So only got the email just yesterday that said, oh, by the way, don't tell anybody, because we're doing the release on one particular date. Anyway, doesn't matter. Most people won't know what I'm talking about, but some of you're smart enough to know. Anyway, all right, 73s, guys.